Innovation is the word at Launakalana Cattle Ranch in Rigo, Central Province. Having access to clean water for cattle, as well as residents of the ranch and the surrounding community, has long been a problem. The Livestock Development Corporation, the state agency in charge of the cattle industry in Papua New Guinea, is using solar power to pump up water from the ground at Launakalana. The water goes up a hill to a main holding tank and is then gravity fed throughout the station to troughs for cattle, as well as the staff houses, the nearby school and the surrounding community.
This is the bore water supply project that was set up last year to be able to help us gather water from the ground and then send it onto a reservoir up there on the hill, and then the water drains into the troughs through a pipe, and inflow is controlled by floaters. So we have set up this one because Rigo is Launakalana Cattle Ranch is about 25 to 30 kilometers away from Kuikela Station, the headquarters of the Rigo district. So power supply around here is a challenge. So we went ahead to set up these solar panels up there. You can see the solar panels up there are used to capture the energy that we require to pump up the water out of the bore using this bore pump. And so since 2021, when we started the project, this bore pump has been doing a pretty good job, and it has never run, it did not get damaged. It has been like this since then. So we are really happy with what we have done. So we are looking at rolling out similar projects around the country. Most of the LDC stations are off-grid, so solar power projects are important for us. Towards the end of last year, I went to the village with the chairman of the National Energy Authority, Mr. Joseph Gabut, and the former Minister of Agriculture and Livestock, Honorable John Simon. We went and launched a power project or solar power project that I set up in the village. I wanted to see if this thing's going to work out. So I did it in my village using my own money, and then if it worked out, I wanted to roll it out on government-owned properties like cattle ranches and abattoirs around the country. And when we turned on the switch, the chairman was convinced, the minister was also happy about what we were doing. So we are looking forward to rolling out similar projects on our stations around the country. So this one can pump up within a minute. It can pump up to 20 to 30 liters, depending on the sunlight. If the sunlight is strong, then the volume of discharge from the pump will be higher. But if it is not really strong, if there's some overcast or cloud cover, then the volume of discharge from the bore water will be a bit low. That's it. Standing beside me is Jackson. Jackson is the man who is in charge of Launakalana Cattle Ranch. He has been here since, I don't know, for as long as
almost 20 now.
For the last 20 years. And the government intervention has not been so much tangible until in 2019 and 20. We have seen a lot of improvements here, and we are hoping to see a lot more going forward.
This is due to the sunlight. We have strong sunlight reflecting on the solar panel, then we will have more capacity coming out with higher pressure.
The water running into the tank from the bore that is powered by solar. So
the water from there is pumped up here?
It's pumped up here. It's about 27 meters high from the bore. So it's quite the distance it's traveling, as well as you can be able to pump it that high to the reservoir tank up here. So from here, the water drains to this pipe and it goes down to the
Taps.
The paddock where we have the troughs there. So cattle come and drink, and once the water level drops down, The floater allows the water to go into the troughs again, so it's automatically refilled and monitored by the floaters. So at Launakalana, we don't go and turn on the tap and turn off the tap. It is self-regulated. It is it's automated. So we made it easy for ourselves because we are living out in the country and there's no power. So that's one of the many troughs that we have on the ranch here at Launakalana. Behind me you can see Holstein cattle. Holstein are breeder. There's a different breed of cattle. They are not for meat. They are for dairy. We got these ones from Ilimo farm. We brought about 35 of them here to Launakalana to see whether they can be able to withstand the heat, but at the same time have access to good grass, good pasture, as well as clean water. And we have now demonstrated that Holstein cattle that is for milk production or for dairy requirements, we can do it in Launakalana. We can do it anywhere in this country.
We have this water outlet tap from the solar pump down there. It's pumped up to the overhead tank. From there, it's fed by gravity on a polypipe, 32 mil polypipe, over to all the water tap outlets at the paddocks, the school, and our staff residences, and into the paddocks in the water troughs for the cattle. So the water is coming at a good, very high pressure. Yes. The tank is mounted on the hill, so it comes down through a lot of pressure. We don't need power to pump the water at a rate like this, but it's gravity fed. Naturally it works. The only time we put it once off is when there's a lot of cloud cover rain, so there's not enough water up there. Then we control it from the main tap. We shut that one off. We have the water retreat up there. During the hot days like this, when there's clear sky, we leave it open like this. So the tank is constantly being refilled by the sun. So then we have this water coming out.